Good morning everyone and welcome back to the latest video. Today is Tuesday and tomorrow will be 2 weeks since I came back from States. So it's very early morning because I'm having my tooth extracted today and I really wanted to wake up early to have my coffee, and I've got to have something to eat before I go. So if you've been following my American journey, you will know, let me just quickly check this, you will know that I've been struggling with my tooth a lot, and with my wisdom tooth. Basically, it was swollen. That was my first time that I had to use insurance, and especially in America. By the way, guys, if you want an update on that, so I haven't heard back from the claim yet, as in was it successful yet or not. But guys, if you do have to use medical care abroad, keep everything, and I mean everything, they give you. So with my dental treatment, literally everything that I've had, I had to photocopy and provide to them. Well, I took a picture of everything. And then I had to also provide dental records, but luckily that was really easy. I have my dentist in Watford, and I just had to email them and say, can I please have them within a couple of hours? I had all my dental records. They need dental records for the past 2 years, sorry. Yeah, 2 years. So I've sent that off. And so I'm still waiting for the outcome. As you know, it wasn't the best experience, but you know, hopefully, I don't know what's going to happen, honestly. And the amount of paperwork, plus you have to call them before you even go anywhere. So yeah, it's not easy to have it covered. But anyway, so back to then today, what's going on with the tooth. So last week I saw a dentist, and sad thing is there's nothing wrong with the tooth itself. The tooth is healthy, the wisdom tooth on the left side at the bottom. But obviously, you know, it's been swelling. Even antibiotics didn't really bring the swelling down. I mean, you can see that all in my American video. And it's still swollen. So I don't know how they're going to take it out when it's this swollen. I was told that I will have to go on antibiotics again. So I've been to my normal dentist, and then he said that he's going to be referring me to a clinic called Blue Cross, which is in Watford next to Sainsbury's, next to Starbucks. And I didn't know how long the wait was, how long the referral will take. And then yesterday they called me and he said, like, can you make it tomorrow morning? I was like, oh no, because, you know, I'm the kind of person who needs sort of like scheduling, organizing everything. You know, I'm not someone who just goes next day for a procedure like this. But he was very kind on the phone. The gentleman that called me was reassuring me that the lady is very patient and so on. And I've decided to go for it. So this morning at 9 o'clock, I'm going to go to clinic. Well, I've got to be there for 9 o'clock. So I leave probably around, I'm thinking I'm leaving around 8:15, and we'll drive to Sainsbury's in Watford, where I will park. He said it will take around 40 minutes, and hopefully I'll be able to drive home, because I'm not someone who responds well to anesthetics for the teeth. So it takes me a long time to feel anything because I've had so many surgeries, I'm guessing. So I'm just hoping they should be a little bit patient. I've had another tooth out right next to it a couple of months ago, which was actually about 6 months ago. And it was really upsetting because this was caused, that tooth was slashed in half by a bone, sharp piece of bone in a ham that I bought at Morrison's. And guys, the bone was so sharp, it just like a knife sliced my tooth in half. And I've been sent to another clinic in Croxley, and it was a very young dentist, and I didn't have a good experience there. She just literally, the tooth was out in 2 seconds. She was just like, oh, you know, like it was really horrifying experience. I'm a little bit traumatized from that. So I'm a little bit worried how this will go. I hope it will be a better experience, because actually the way that young dentist took the tooth out was like butchering me literally. I was even surprised that she has so much strength. But yeah, so I am worried about this. I'm especially worried for afterwards. It's going to be very painful. So yesterday they called me, 11 o'clock in the morning. So I went quickly to Morrison's, stocked up on milk, because I think I'll be on milkshakes for a couple of days, bananas, as you can see behind me, got some yogurt and soft stuff, for the next few days. But yeah, not looking forward to it. So I guess it's got to be done, but it's just a shame because obviously the tooth itself, there's nothing wrong with it. So, but I don't know what's causing this swelling. Okay, guys, so I'll see you when we are driving to Sainsbury's. By the way, it's so hot. I'm not actually feeling that great today. It's like I'm a little bit shaky, sweating already. It's so hot. This May is incredibly hot. I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, it's like, oh, hard to cope with. Okay, guys, see you soon. So I'm just driving now to my appointment. It's in, well, I was told to park at Sainsbury's, which I actually never go shopping in because it's a little bit like in a weird position, and we have already quite a difficult roundabout in Watford. So Sainsbury's is a little bit funky to get to, but the receptionist I talked to yesterday, he said that that's the best place to park, so that's where we're going. It's only 8 o'clock. I want to do early, come in early, because I just thought I want to settle in, and I was told to come in 20 minutes early anyway. So guys, I am so scared. I'm not going to lie, I'm really terrified. The reason being, I mean, like I was looking at it this morning, it's probably like burrowed in the gum. I don't know how she's going to take it out. Apparently I have a lady, but the reason I'm feeling so scared is because I am quite traumatized from the last time I had a tooth out. That actually I have a tooth out that is right next to the one that is being taken out today. But that was so unnecessary, and I'm still angry about it because it was simply, I bought a ham in Morrison's, so Morrison's own brand, which I never did before and never after. And it had such a sharp piece of bone in that ham that it sliced through my tooth like a knife, like a hammer. And the tooth was beyond saving. So, and again, I went to my dentist, and they are a little bit like, they don't really want to do NHS work anymore. So he sent me to a clinic in Croxley, and this was a young lady dentist, and she was just butchering me. She wasn't even patient enough to wait for my tooth to go numb. Literally, she injected me and like, can you feel anything? I was like, yeah. Literally not even a minute went by, so she gave me another injection, and I couldn't shake off that narcosis all day. It was really bad, and also I was in so much pain for weeks. So I think I'm a little bit traumatized, and I'm hoping for a better experience this time. I mean, I was looking at the clinic reviews yesterday, and they do seem to have nice reviews, but none of the reviews mention my doctor. So all the reviews are about other doctors. This lady that I'm seeing today has not been mentioned once. So I don't know, I'm just hoping, they're all nice. Oh my goodness, really scary. Oh gosh, it's just what's going on this morning. So I'm terrified. Firstly, like, it's inflamed anyway, so where is she going to inject me? Into the, infected area? I don't know. And then of course the recovery will be horrendous. But I've got my video editing. I'm still editing my videos from New York, and I've got my I love Midjourney AI, so I'll be doing some work on it when I feel better. So I'm sort of like, even yesterday I went quickly shopping because it was such a last minute thing. Like literally, it was afternoon yesterday. Haven't had anything from them for a week, and suddenly I get a phone call. Can you do it tomorrow? I was like, well, yeah, but I need some kind of notice. No. I mean, if you can do it, come in. We've had cancellations. I was okay. And my mother says sometimes it's better to be just thrown into water and swim. So that's what I'm doing. And, it also the annoying thing with this tooth is that the tooth is absolutely okay. There's nothing wrong with the tooth, and that was confirmed by the American dentist. By the way, guys, if you haven't watched that video and how I am getting on with the whole insurance, you know, there's another video. I will actually pop it into the end screens. So, and then also my dentist that I saw last week, he did x-ray and there's actually nothing wrong with the tooth. So it's just, I don't know why is it inflaming. You know, nobody is really looking into the gum, seeing that there's anything wrong. I don't know. So, but, you know, it's going out today. So I've got to, you know, accept it. Very, very scared. At home, I did all I could to make my coming back more comfortable. And especially when I saw on x-ray, and even my dentist was explaining to me how my tooth is sitting on the nerve. So I think that's why I was in so much pain from everything. So it's quite busy this morning, isn't it? I was thinking, well, I leave at 8, you know, I'll be the school traffic, but it's actually quite busy. But yeah, so at least I'll show you a little bit of Watford. Apparently the centre is near Starbucks. I'm just hoping for a good experience. And you know, so the problem is, like, because obviously I had a tooth out, another big tooth out 5 months ago. The first day you can't rinse, you can't do anything because you need the blood clots to settle in. And I think I did not do that, and I think that's why my pain was worse than it normally is. Something called I don't know. And it was like a crater, you know, like a crater. And that was like, and I don't know whether she's going to be cutting my tooth today. I really don't know. I'm trying not to think about it. I did not do any Googling because it would just scare me even more. I mean, I do have horrendous anxiety. I haven't slept properly. I'm very shaky. I'm very not feeling well. Like, my anxiety is literally like through the roof, you guys. And it's more so that I feel like they are not patient with people like me, and because I respond very badly to anesthetic, it takes me longer because I think I've had so many surgeries. I think that's why, but I don't know. It's just my thing. So yeah, I just find Sainsbury's. Such a beautiful day. Yesterday we had a little bit of thunderstorm, which was absolutely lovely. And yeah. So this morning I gave it a good last brush. Said my goodbyes to my tooth. Well, brushed it for the last time. Said my prayers, and yeah, it's just. But you know, like, going forward, I can't be having these problems. Like, because I do want to go and see my son more often, and you guys know that I already have so many other conditions, and this tooth on top of it. It didn't really need to happen in New York. Really spoiled my time there. And the only problem again is, like, I will have to be on antibiotics, and I was told that yesterday because obviously I have an active infection. So another round of antibiotics, and as you know, I am constantly on antibiotics, and I do feel like they're getting weaker and weaker in helping me fight infections because I have had so many in my life. So we're now heading off to the roundabout. Goodness, all these children, I don't know if I'm meant to let them go. Probably. But you know, I find the drivers so impatient if I pause for someone to walk across. What is going on here? So is this already a school rush or something? But it's only 8 o'clock. Right, so I know there's going to be a weird, there's going to be a little bit of a weird sort of turning towards Sainsbury's. Just have to locate it. That turning. Do I stay in this lane? No, I'm still thinking about, I think I need to go to this lane still, and then it will be probably the next one. This roundabout is very tricky, you guys. It's just like, I've been driving here for, well, 2.5 years now, and I'm still scared. But if everybody followed the same rules that we should, it would be okay, but they don't care, you know. So many people don't care about how they're driving. Whatever works, you know. Don't indicate, don't do nothing. I think it's this lane that we need, because that lane goes to a shopping center, and I think this should go to Sainsbury's, hopefully. Yeah, I think so. This is why I don't shop in Sainsbury's, because it's really hard to get to, and also I don't like it. My stores are Asda. If my son is coming or I have someone coming, it's Asda or Tesco, big Tesco. So those two. And if I need something quick, but only like soft things like milk, and after my experience with tooth and how it's slashed for my tooth, I don't buy Morrison's own products, but for Morrison's I sort of pop in when I need to, you know, get stuff like milk, for example, but nothing really more than that. I don't know if I'm in the right. Again, this is so weird in here, but I'm hoping this is it. Yeah, I think so. So a really complicated way to get in. Hopefully we'll have parking space, as it's quite early. I've got, I think, 3 hours, I think. Yeah. So I will park, well, wherever. Right, you guys, so it's 2 hours parking at Sainsbury's, and now I have to go to the high street, I think. That's what they said. And just see them. So this is Sainsbury's car park. And I think it's over there. Hoping. Oh gosh. Anxious. But you know, in less than 2 hours I'll be going back. So, oh, okay, so I can show you a little bit of Watford as well while we are here. To be honest, I never venture to these parts because, well, what would I do here? There's nothing. I normally go shopping centre. So, yeah, it's lovely. It's still very cold in the morning. Guys, did you see my video from Bayonne in America where seagulls were like facing the wind and standing like in a perfect symmetry? If not, I will link that video to here. Okay, so next to Starbucks. So we're looking for Blue Cross. So this is Watford. And got walkabout. I have actually never been to any of these bars. When my son comes, we go to Nando's, which is our favorite store here. Well, not store, restaurant. Oh my god, just so. Because when you're anxious, you know, talk nonsense. And so this is Watford. Everything is still closed. There's some restaurants over there, bars. And I think I'm very early. Don't even know whether they will be open at this time. I'm the kind of person who comes early rather than late. Right, so how am I feeling? Absolutely awful, very, very anxious, and you know, actually I also had an offer to do it under general anesthetic, but I thought I will give this a try because I did the first one, but the first one wasn't covered in a gum like this one is, so I'm a little bit more worried about this one. But then my niece, when she was small, she actually had, because her father is a dentist, She actually had all her teeth out when they weren't even out yet, so they basically had to cut it open and took out all 4 wisdom teeth. Okay, so this is my Nando's, and we love Nando's in UK. I think it should be everywhere. It's gorgeous. So I'm thinking if she could do it, I can do it. Okay, guys, so we are coming close because I can see BM something, and they did say it's close to that. We have Watford market here, and oh my goodness, smell of raw meat, quite strong. So I think I am meant to be around here. So if it's closed, then I can pop there. If it's still closed, and next to Subway, looking for not Subway. Did you say Subway or Starbucks? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know. Can't remember now. So I was nearly knocked down by a bike. So that's where my surgery is taking place today. Over there, next to Starbucks. Let's go in, see if it's open. Good morning, everyone, and here is a little update on my tooth. So it's the day after. I had a tooth out yesterday, around 10 a.m. by the time the lady doctor came in, and it's now 6 o'clock in the morning. I had some breakfast because I didn't eat anything yesterday, and I'm just about to make a little bit of coffee. I just had some, but you have to be very careful that it's not too hot, because obviously we don't want anything disrupting the like the blood clot, the socket. So you can see there's a little swelling, but not as bad as I was worried about, and it's very painful, and you can't really open your mouth fully, and the nerve is like throb, throb, throb. But again, it's it's something you can deal with, especially if you're on painkillers. I still have my ibuprofen from the States, and that's actually 800 milligrams ibuprofen, so I'm taking that. So just a quick review of the clinic. It's absolutely wonderful. The lady doctor came a little bit late, half an hour late, so I was a bit panicking because I was parking in Sainsbury's and you only have 2 hours to park, but I was reassured that we will still do it in time. But I came early. As you know, I came around 8:15 because I was told to go to come earlier to get ready and everything. So the lady was very knowledgeable. Her name is Nita, and she was really wonderful. This was a far better experience than the one before. And obviously, a lot of injections. I still wasn't going very numb, so she gave me more. And then once she was on that tooth, and with my anxiety, and I was still feeling like I couldn't decide whether it was pain or it was like the grabbing of the tooth, and she had something like a spoon, almost like an ice cream scoop, but smaller. That's all I remember. And then I was trying to like stop her with my hand because it was like really like still quite painful. Because as you know, my tooth sits directly on a nerve, and she was like, I promise you, it's going to be out in a second. And literally it was out in 2 minutes. Like the tooth was out there, but there was like a cracking of the bones. Oh my god, I just didn't even want to think about what that was. But the next day I asked, when I came back, I asked ChatGPT what that was, and it said that it's normal. Didn't really want to read into it too much. but the tooth came out all nice, nothing, no cutting was needed, nothing like that. So she was really, really good, really good. I couldn't be doing this work. But the way she was like reassuring me, I promise you it's going to be out very, very soon. And it was out. And then I was feeling very dizzy after the anesthetic. I never respond well to that, so I was just lying down a little bit and sat in the reception for a little bit. So yeah, and then went home, drove home. It was okay, like you're still really numbed, horrible headache, but palpitations as well. But it was, like the anxiety I was feeling was awful. Then yesterday I pretty much didn't need anything. I had a few sips of water, like drinking, but not enough, which is bad for me because I struggle with bladder problems. But I just didn't want to do anything to disturb it. And then, so I went to sleep around 4, slept until morning, so 12 hours. And today I had my first food. Well, yesterday I had breakfast before I went for tooth extraction. And then today I had my first food. But of course, you are allowed to eat on the same time. It's just that because of my other experience was so bad, because I created that sort of like dry socket thing. Somehow the blood clot went away. I just wanted to make sure the blood clot is undisturbed. So this morning I had a banana. I think going forward I'm going to be making milkshakes. That way I get liquid in as well. And just a couple of days I'm just going to stick to milkshakes, and I bought yogurt, very soft food. So I just don't want anything to disturb that socket. But again, the pain isn't too bad. Honestly, I have been struggling much more before, and this was obviously much bigger tooth. Guys, what you see on top of your gum, it's nothing compared to the roots that you have. It's like a tree, tree roots. So I'm glad it's out. Really glad. Also, really glad that I went there because literally she was so knowledgeable. This lady, she was wonderful. And today, waiting for 10 o'clock, and then I'm starting with mouth rinses. So how this works is that you put half a tablespoon of salt into a glass of warm water, stir, and then you hold that liquid in your mouth again gently, not like, gurgling, but gently, just to like tilt your head there and there, and hold it there for 1 minute, and you've got to do it 3 times a day after food. So that's what I'm going to be starting doing, and then hopefully I'll recover by the weekend. I don't know. But again, so far I'm happy. No fever, no crazy problems that you'd expect with me. But yeah, so far I'm happy. And now I'm going to make a little bit more coffee, let it cool down, and then enjoy it. Bye for now. Today is day two following my tooth extraction. As you can see, it's quite swollen, more so than yesterday. And well, I had a tooth out on Tuesday, and today is Thursday. Still struggle to talk. Obviously, I'm on a very soft food, just yogurt. Very careful not to disturb that blood clot that is in the tooth. But today actually is worse than yesterday. I have a lot of tingling in my lips, which happened to me when I was in America as well. And that was to do with the nerves. I think nerve is just starting to realize what happened. And I'm a little bit worried because it's just like I don't feel this at all. And also the pain, as I said, is much worse than yesterday. I'm doing everything that I was taught. So it's 3 times a day. I sort of like gently rinse with salty water, like a half teaspoon in a little bit of lukewarm water, and you just sort of let it rinse over the area. And I'm having my coffee, but it's very milky, and I'm just actually so careful nothing touches that area as much as I can. But yeah, today is actually worse. I don't know why that is so. I'm just hoping that it will start getting better soon. Morning, everyone. So today is a quick update on my tooth extraction situation. As you know, I've had a tooth extracted. It's now been 6 days because it's Monday today, and I had it extracted last Tuesday. And I haven't really been recording much because I've had a really, really hard time with it. Now, of course, my situation is different because obviously my tooth was taken out during active infection. So it hasn't been the easiest of rides. So just to sort of like take you through it, I'm still on mashed foods, literally having banana milkshakes, because I still can't open my mouth. So I'm still talking funny with the lisp, as you can hear. So the whole side is quite infected. Now I have been doing this without antibiotics, which I'm really happy about because the amount of antibiotics I take in a year is crazy. So really doing it on my own, just a lot of ibuprofen and a lot of rest. So it's day 6. It's still quite painful. Obviously, I'm talking to ChatGPT daily, like checking how should it feel, what to expect. So guys, if you have access to ChatGPT, I use a free version. Talk to it, for reassurance and, like ask for food options. It's amazing. It really is. And of course, if you keep it in the same thread, then it will remember the whole conversation. So it was literally planning with a few ingredients that I had. Well, but there's not much planning, if you know what I mean, because obviously just doing a milkshake, popping the bananas with the milk and things like that. Then I have a mashed sweet, and today I'm going to have mashed potatoes. I'm hoping to have some proper food soon, but again, like it's not only the chewing, but I can't really open my mouth fully. This is like, yeah, it's hard. But again, my situation was different because it is the very pesky wisdom tooth down there on the left side. And, it was very, very active infection. As you know, from my New York vlog, I even went to casualty. So today, again, as I said, it's Monday. Tomorrow will be 1 week. And really today I want to a little bit pamper myself, like wash my hair, do my hair, and, like have a little bit of a nicer experience despite the pain, and really hoping for the best. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and please like and subscribe for more content from Ordinary Life from Watford. Bye bye.